Hello guys, Trinity here. Um, I just wanted to remind you that even though we are living in tough times right now, and I know that the world has its own way of doing things, and God has His own way of doing things, but God's ways are a lot better than the world's. Because if you don't come out right, the world will judge you, the world will put you down, the world will say, just because you don't have a lot of money, you're not successful. Just because you don't have a lot of resources, you're not successful. Well, you know, that's not, that's not true. I was always taught, even as a baby, even as a kid, just because you don't have a lot of money and a lot of resources doesn't mean you're a loser. Okay? It says in John 8:44 that the devil is a liar and the father of them. Satan is a liar and the father of lies. So, whoever you're listening to, whether you're listening to God or whether you're listening to the devil, if you're listening to God, your life will turn out good. If you're listening to the devil, your life will turn out bad. You'll end up in the hole if you listen to the devil. If you listen to the devil, he'll put you in dark places, and he'll get you in dark situations where you're not sure how to get out. I remember when I first started listening to heavier music, I was like in my early 20s, 21, 22, somewhere in there, and just out of curiosity, I started, buying bands with a more straightforward, pummel you in the head kind of sound. That guttural, growly, type of vocal style, the scary type of riffs, that you hear them and you get those chills up your spine or down your spine or however you put it. And I like that kind of sound. I still like that kind of sound to this day. That's when I found a lot of my Christian metal stuff, like Mortal Treason and Underoath and The Devil Wears Prada, Diamonds to Dust. Let's see, Conduit, Cultist. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are all Christian bands. Very rarely do I listen to like Arch Enemy and things of that nature. Although I do have them on my Spotify, I don't listen to him that often. Why? Because it's bad for the soul. So my point is, if you're feeding your soul bad things on a consistent basis, and I didn't know this as a kid, but I know it now. But if you're feeding your soul bad things on a consistent basis, Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, "If a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." So if you're feeling frustrated and down when you're listening to that stuff, and you're listening to it more often and it's not lifting you up, then it's time for you to stop doing that. And sometimes, with most people have to totally stop doing that because they find themselves reverting back to their old ways. But with me, and I don't know why, this happens, but I listen to it maybe once in a blue moon, and it doesn't bother me. And I'm very glad for that, because there's a difference between listening to it every day, meditating on it, letting it roll inside your head and inside your head and inside your head to the point where you just go crazy. It's another thing if you just listen to it once in a while and just rock out a little bit and enjoy the riffs and the musicality of it. That's fine. Because a lot of and I've noticed this. I've been looking into a lot of the secular death metal, and a lot of it isn't about the devil at all. I mean, some of it is, but it's basically about self-reflection and self-struggle and sometimes getting yourself out of a hole. So it's I'm not saying that all secular death metal is bad, and I'm not going to say that because I have it on my Spotify. So I'm not going to say something, say, "Oh, you can't do that." Because that's not good for you when I do it, and I'm not going to do that because that would make me a hypocrite. I'm just going to be honest and say, yeah, I listen to both of them. I listen to secular and Christian. Although I listen to Christian a lot more because it feeds my faith a lot more than the other stuff does. But it's not always good to listen to secular stuff. But yeah, just remember that Satan is a liar and the father of lies. So if you're listening to Satan, no wonder you're pissed off or you're down or whatever. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to what the news says about, what's going on in the world and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be inundated with it on your phone and on the computer and stuff like that, but try not to get it in your spirit too much. Don't let it get in you too far. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Don't let the storms get in you. Go through them, but don't let the storms get in you. Be like Jesus snapping on the boat and just, sleep through it and just enjoy life the best you can. And be a light to others. That is my advice to you. Be a light to others. Build God's kingdom. Be a light to others and build God's kingdom. Because that's what he wants us to do, is build his kingdom. Help him build his kingdom through him. So, anyway, guys, I love you. Jesus loves you. Have yourselves a good night, and I'm sorry you didn't get a video from me tonight, from The Last of Us. I will continue that tomorrow evening as quick as I can. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.